Hello. I want to take some time to talk about the term trustlessness. It's a great term and it's a bit counterintuitive. And it's one of the most basic building blocks of what makes up Bitcoin and blockchain technology, so it's definitely worth a video. So trustlessness, the idea that you don't need trust. Not the idea that you don't have trust, that's different, but the idea that you don't need trust in order to use a system. So usually trust is a good thing, right? Like I trust the system, that's a good system. Or I don't trust the system, that must be a bad system, right? But if you look at Bitcoin as a system, like the blockchain system, then you wouldn't want to need to trust it. So if you would need trust in the system, like, oh yeah, I feel in my heart that it's a good thing. If you needed that kind of trust to use Bitcoin and to feel secure about it, that would be very bad, right? That would show that it's not very transparent. That would show that it's not very, like all this open source idea and so on would be not working. You want the opposite. You want to not need any trust. If you trust it or not is irrelevant, but you shouldn't need to have trust. The idea with Bitcoin, don't trust, verify. That's kind of the subtitle that people often give to it. The idea is that everything that happens is verifiable. The code that runs is open source, all the transactions that happen, all the mutations to the state and so on, this is all recorded forever on the blockchain, auditable, completely transparent. Everything that happens, you can do it yourself. It's also permissionless, by the way. So the idea is that there's no like admins or any kind of people that have more rights in the Bitcoin system than others. Everyone has the same set of rights. Everyone's an admin, right? You install Bitcoin, you're an admin. You can't do anything more or anything less than anyone else can do in the system. That's the permissionlessness. But the trustlessness is the more interesting part. This is also where the cryptography comes in. So you can't just tamper with other people's data, right? If something is in the blockchain, if someone sent a transaction, that actually happened. And if you don't believe that, then you can go through the maths and all the nitty-gritty details to actually convince yourself, if you really want to, yes, this is actually true. So trustlessness, an incredibly basic and important part of cryptocurrency ecosystems.